Hi, welcome back. In this video, we will be learning about the justify content CSS property. So let's go to the documentation. So the justify content CSS property defines how the browser distributes space between and around content items along the main axis of a flex container and inline axis of grid and multi-call containers. Okay. So let's go to our code editor and see. So basically you have seen these things. So let me just reduce the width and the height. Let's do 200. Let's do 200. Okay. And we are having the flex wrap. I am commenting that out currently right now. And if I just save and go to the browser, there we go, here it is. Okay, and also I am commenting out the height as well. Okay, now what is happening here is that the space, the leftover space, is on the right side because our main axis is going from left to right. Okay, that is why all of the space is stacking on the right side, but we can change that by using the justify content CSS property. So let's do justify content, and here we can do flex start. Okay, and this is the default value for the justify content as well. Okay, if we do that, nothing changes. All right, and we can do something like flex end as well. And now all of the elements are stacking on the right side. But please note that the main axis direction is not changed here. You might be thinking, if I set the flex direction to row reverse, I will be getting the same result. But no, we will not be getting the same results. I can show it to you. So justify content is now flex end. Before that, let's see. So the first element is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our main axis is going from left to right. Okay. Now, if I just comment out the justify content and do the flex direction to row reverse, and save. Now, as you can see, our content is reversed, right? So the first block is currently here, then second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So our content direction is reversed, and that is why the main axis direction is currently going from right to left. Okay, I hope that makes sense and how these two are different. All right, so I will just get rid of that. I will just set the flex direction to row for now and the justify content set to flex end. Okay, we can set it to flex end as well. Now there are some other values which we can set. So if I go to the documentation on the justify content, as you can see, we have space between, space around, and space evenly. So let's see what is the space between do. So I will just set the justify content to space between. Hit save. Now if I go to the browser, as you can see, all of the space which was previously there left over is now equally distributed between the elements. Okay, and one thing to point out here is that the first element and the last element is at the edge, right? There is no space between the border and the elements, and all of the other elements have the space equally distributed among them. All right, so this is what space between does. Then what we can do, we can set it to space around as well. So let's see that. So let's do space around and hit save. Now, as you can see, what is happening here, all of the space is now distributed around the all of the elements. So here we have some space which is equal to here we have some space, and then in the second element we have on the left side some space, and then we have some space on the right side. So what is happening here is that the space which is left over, right, is now equally distributed around all of the elements. And that is why there is some space between the edge and the first and the last elements. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Then we have the space evenly. So if we do that, space evenly, okay, it is almost similar to space around, which we have seen so far. Now, if we set the justify content to space evenly, then what will happen? The space between the edge or the border and the first element will be equal to the space between the first and the second element, and so on. And then we have some space between the border and the last element as well. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So this is the space evenly. Then we have the most important justify content value, which is center. And it is very, very important because whenever we want to center some of the elements inside of the flex box, we use the justify content to center. So what it will do, it will center all of the elements and distribute all of the space on the left and the right side currently right now, because we have the flex direction set to row. If we set the flex direction to column, then it will equally distribute the space on the top and the bottom of the elements. Okay, so this is how we can center the elements on the main axis by using the justify content to center. Okay, so here as you can see, there are a bunch of values which the justify content can have. Okay, we have the start, we have the end, we have the flex start, flex end, we have the center, left, right, normal, and so on and so forth. We have seen the space between, space around, and space evenly. Okay, all right, so this is the justify content for the flex direction when it is set to row. Now let's see what happens if we set the flex direction to column. First of all, what I'll do, I will just uncomment the height, okay? And then what I'll do, I'll just set the justify content to flex start. Hit save. Okay, all right. And also I have to set the flex direction to row, not row, column. Okay, hit save. Now, as you can see, all of the elements are stacking one on top of another. So we can do flex end as well. Now, if we set the justify content to flex end and the flex direction to column, then what will happen? Our column, which we had previously, now it is stacking at the bottom edge, right? So this is what happens. Once again, you might be thinking, okay, I can do it something like the column reverse. Okay, we can do that, but then what will happen, the direction of the content will be changing, right? So the first element is now at the bottom. So if we want to preserve the direction, then we have to use the justify content. Then we can do justify content to center. Okay, if we do that, then now our content is centered vertically. Okay, once again, we can do something like space between. If we do that, now what will happen, the first and the last element is at the edge of the border basically for the container, and all of the space is now equally distributed between all of the elements. Okay, then we can do space around. If we do that, then all of the space which we had vertically, okay, now it is distributed around the individual elements equally. Okay, then we can do space evenly, which is very, very similar to space around, but now what will happen, all of the space is now evenly distributed around all of the elements. That is why the amount of space between the border and the first element is equal to the space between the first element and the second element, and so on. And at the end, we have some space as well after our last element. Okay, now this is good. Now what will happen if we turn on the flex wrap? We can turn on that, we can do something like row, and then we can just, let's see, We can comment out this one for now, and we can add the width to something like 400 pixels. If we do that, now as you can see, we have multiple rows and all of the elements are now separated by the equal amount of space because we have the justify content set to space evenly. We can do something like flex start. If we do that, then this will happen for multi-row layouts, and we can do something like center. So this will happen. So all of the elements are at the center right now. Okay. All right. And then we can just turn on this and we can make the height 400 pixels. Okay. So as you can see, there are much more space currently right now. Now, one thing which I want to mention here, we are not controlling the space between each of the rows or each of the columns yet. We will see how to do that. But currently right now, we are controlling the space between or around all of the elements. Okay. All right. If we do that and then do flex direction to column, hit save. Now we are having something like this. So we are having the justify content set to center. We can do space around as well. So all of the elements will have the space equally distributed around them. And then we can do something like space evenly as well. So all of the elements will have equal amount of space. And then we can do something like space between. So now for each of the column, the first and the last element is attached with the edge of the container, and all of the space is distributed among the all of the elements inside of the particular column. Okay, and it is true for the row as well. If we want to set it to something like row, okay, if I do that, then this will happen. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So this is the justify content CSS property. And currently, as you can see, we are not controlling the space between the columns or the rows. We are controlling the space between the elements. Okay. Hence, in the next couple of videos, we will see how we can control the space between all of the columns and the rows and so on. So yeah, this is justify content CSS property.